Okay guys, we're going to do a puppy session. Now, typical puppy sessions are all about, feeding, getting that food drive going really high. What I'm doing today is I'm going to demonstrate that even young puppies, as young as I think this is Echo. I think she's about maybe 18 weeks old, so just over 4 months, putting all the equipment that we would put normally on an adult dog. So showing the different tools in action. So anyway, it might be a longer than normal video, but I'm going to start with pressure from the prong collar. Every time she feels pressure, I'm going to go away from the pressure, so she'll yield to it. I'll mark and reward. That's where I'm going to actually use the treats. Also going to use my clicker as the marker on this, since I'm not yet pulling out my remote collar. So we'll go left and right. She feels it? Yes. Good job. Click was a little off there. We'll do it again. She walks towards my other dog, maybe. Feels it? Good. See, I'm making the feeling of the pressure going away, not only reinforcing as a negative reinforcement, but following up with positive reinforcement. So, negative reinforcement, when you hear it, it's simply removing something from the equation to increase the probability that the behavior will get stronger. So negative doesn't always necessarily mean bad. It just means that they figure out how to remove it. Positive is simply the other way. Think of positive and negative when you hear it as mathematical, description. So negative meaning minus, positive meaning plus, not necessarily like and dislike, okay? Or bad and good for that matter. Yes, good. You're starting to throw behaviors at me. I'm gonna reward those too. It's important when you're doing sessions with your dog. Yes. You can reward anything you see. When marine mammal trainers go out there with their whistle and their bucket of fish, sometimes they have no idea what they're gonna mark and reward. They're just watching. She's starting to watch me a little bit more. Notice she's not hitting the end of it much. She's watching my movement. This is where your dog's going to get concerned. Sorry, that got cut off right there, so I had an alarm set. Every time she turns, I'm marking with the click. Now, later on, she'll start feeling a tap with the remote collar in just a minute. We'll go from the prong to the remote collar. So, as you can tell, she's not fearful of the prong, and she's not like shutting down on me. Granted, this is a happy-go-lucky puppy, but a lot of people see them tools and they're like, you know what, that's going to be too rough on my dog. Well, yeah, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be something new for them to get used to, especially if you start, yanking and cranking on it, man. It's not going to work. As a matter of fact, they'll just shut down on you. There's slight movements like this, just a little bit of pressure. It's also important you don't click when the leash hits the end. You click when they yield to it. Otherwise, you're going to be marking the leash getting tight, and you're going to wish you hadn't done that. It's going to work against you. Good job. Okay, so enough with the prong collar. Now we'll pull out the remote using a remote control from e-collar technologies. Show you how we find the level first. So we're just starting really low, and I'm just tapping. I'm watching her. Okay, we're just going up slightly, level by level. Looking for a little reaction. Not seeing any yet. Ah, there we go. Looking down at the floor. I'll take that. I'll throw in my clicker because I need my left hand. So we'll walk around. If I can get him to leave me alone, get her to leave me alone. Pressing it. Pressure. Yes, good. I toss a couple pieces of kibble out there so that she can walk away from me. Pressing it. Yes, good. The markers really, they want to be a predictor of something good. Yes. So yes, good. Any of that, as long as they always follow it up with something, that the dog likes, that they're going to be a predictor of a reward. So don't get too hung up on words, guys. Don't get too hung up on what we call commands or cues or however you want to word it. These dogs are responding more to our body language than anything else. Tangle up there. Pressing it. Yes. So if anybody doesn't know what I'm teaching right now, I'm teaching a tap turn. So I tap button, she turns, yes, she gets marked and rewarded. We do this over and over and over and over again. It's kind of boring to watch, I know, if you're not really into it. But I really just want to show you that it's possible with a pup to do the same thing we do with an adult dog. They just have a more blank slate, It doesn't really matter about the tool. One of the really good trainers around the country, she said it's not the tool, it's the fool, whoever's using it. So when she goes in that sit, yes, I'll mark the set. And I'm going to back up, see if she understands this pressure from the artificial collar. I'm pressing down. Yes, good. She moved a little bit. I'm not looking for perfection here. Let's take a piece of kibble, toss it out there. Pressing down. Yes, good job. This is the first lesson, guys. This is just, the basics. Pressing down. Yes, good job. Some people are like, for a fact she's feeling it? I have no idea. Honestly, no clue. I don't really care at this point. That's not the point. The point is, she's getting marked and rewarded a lot. She's feeling pressure sometimes from the prong collar, and she's feeling, hopefully she's feeling the artificial pressure. But we will know soon enough. That's a really good puppy too, guys. Toss a piece of kibble again. And press and hold. Yes, good job, Echo. Good. Work on some stationary behaviors, or what we call submissive behaviors, so sit and down. Yes. So all I did was tap it a couple times and add manual pressure. So you're pairing both artificial and manual. Pressure. Yes, good job. Pressure. Keep right here clicking. Yes, good job. Clicking. Yes. Yes, good job. Now when she starts turning to me, I'll try and get a sit and reward that. Yes, good job. Good job, honey. Getting up fast. All of this on a level 5 on a mini educator. Yes, good job, honey. Good. Let's walk around a little bit. Walk around a little bit. Yes. Anytime she feels that manual pressure, she was going to itch there. I wasn't done with my session. Holding down. She's coming to me. Pressing. Yes, good. Next time I do this, I'll turn on my speaker box so you guys can actually hear when I'm pressing and when I'm not. Pressing down, let go. Pressing down, yes, good. Let's do one more rep, and then we'll do some work with the place board, and then we'll be done for this. Pressing down, tap, yes, good job. All right, let's get her on a place board. Let's just introduce it to her first. Absolutely no sensations. Yeah, keep walking. Good job. Good job. Now, I don't use a lot of food when I'm doing place work because this is where I want them to act like my dog's in the background. I want them to relax. And food typically will increase arousal level. I don't want that. Okay, and the next round, we're going to ask her to stop and sit. It's not horrible if you use food on here. It's just a lot of times I don't like to do it. All right, now we're going to add a sensation from the remote collar. Now, the sensation, in my opinion, has to change. So we've been using stimulation or shock, which is what most people refer to it as, up until now to get the dog to come to us. So we're acquiring attention, we're acquiring orientation to the handler. That is with stem. So every time she feels stem in the future, regardless of what's going on, I want her to look at me, come to me, whatever, okay, to turn it off, right? That's the negative reinforcement. This in my opinion, has to feel different because unless we pair it with some type of cue that she actually understands and knows, then she's not going to understand how to turn it off. So I go from stim over to vibrate. Now, most dogs have a very high sensitivity to vibrate, or excuse me, low sensitivity. They don't put up with it well. So they will get used to it after a while because obviously they'll see it doesn't go up and down in intensity. I don't know what she's going to do, so I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to walk her over like I'm walking her to it from the other side. And I'm going to press down on the vibrate right now. See how she's confused? Oh, there we go. She's like, that turned it off. And we'll walk off. And we'll come over and vibrate right now. I'll take her to it and turn it off. She's a little confused. She's never felt it. We'll come off again. And vibrates on. I'm taking her to it. And it's off. And we'll go off of it. And vibrates on. She's getting the hang of it already, guys. I'm going to give her a little feed. Yes, good job. Alright, we'll do a couple more approaches. And vibrates on. See if she understands this yet. She's sniffing because she's a puppy and then slave to her nose. There we go. Could make it a lot faster if I wanted to yank her on here, but I'm not trying to do that. Yes. I said not to give a lot of food. I'm giving more than I normally would. But it's okay. She's too cute not to. Let's go. I want to stay up there now. Okay. Now I'm going to see if she has an idea of what I'm looking for. I'm going to walk towards it. And there we go. Good. Come off there. Do one more. And it's down. Uh-oh. I'm trying to help her body language here. That's it. Good job. Good job, sweetheart. Yeah. Good job. Anyway, guys, that's like I said, like about a 4-month-old English lab. First introduction to the prong collar. First introduction to the remote collar. All inside of 10-15 minutes, no screaming, no yelling, no jerking around, no hard training. Definitely not what people would refer to as compulsion, no bam, bam type training. You know, it's just, that's not what we did. So anyway, she did really good. I'm proud of her. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us up below, and we'll do our best to help you. So have a great day. See ya.